You are seeing this because I have a message for you, so let's get right into it. You don't owe anybody an explanation for the choices that you're making or about to make. Baby, do you even know who you are? Hello? You've been doing the work from the ground up. Let's say that. You've been doing the work from the ground up. Don't play about you now. You know what you carry. You know who you are. You know what you embody. Don't play. Don't play. And you're also about to be experiencing wealth. You're about to be attracting a lot of wealth. Let me just tell you. That foundational work that you were doing was also to create a safe space for all this abundance that you're about to nurture, that you're about to take care of. You got big business to handle. So you don't got time for anything that speaks less than. I don't know how I can say that. But you don't got time for nonsense. Let's say that. You don't got time for nonsense. You don't got time for people who don't got their head on straight. That's what I'm hearing. You don't got time for situations that don't want better. You don't got time for people that don't want to do the work, that don't want to do better. And that's okay to be in this space right now. And it's not to like put anybody above you or see anyone as less than and like, you know, judge people who aren't choosing the healing. But it's like you have every right to keep your energy sacred. You have every right to keep yourself sacred because you have too much fulfillment coming in. Your cup is about to be running in overflow, and you don't need to be pouring it into the wrong spaces either, the wrong places. You don't gotta be allowing other situations to distract you or keep you feeling empty or keep you feeling unfulfilled. Absolutely not. You've worked too hard. You're about to experience a breakthrough moment. You're about to have a lot of clarity. A lot is moving forward. Okay, a lot of success is coming in. So the audacity for you to allow situations that are not in alignment with that to come and disrupt you. No, stay focused. Stay focused. You got a lot to look forward to, but you also have a lot to nurture. You have a lot to take care of, or you're about to have a lot to take care of. But this isn't gonna feel like you're taking care of somebody else or like you're taking, you know, on someone else's responsibilities or weight or baggage or whatever it is. This is like the stuff that is in alignment with you, that actually fulfills you, that pours into you, that waters you, that you love, that you enjoy, that you want to nurture and take care of and pour into. This is what that is giving. There is something that is about to happen in your life. It's coming in this year. It's happening this year. Okay, that you're going to really focus on taking care of this. Whatever this is for you, it could be different for everybody watching this, but you're going to really be in this nurturing energy where you're going to want this to grow and blossom and succeed. So you're going to be pouring into this, your time, your energy, your focus, your attention, your wisdom, your knowledge, the things that you've learned and accumulated. You're going to be pouring into this. Okay, and it's not like you're going to be depleting yourself because you know better, you're stable, you're more rooted, you're more grounded, but this is going to really satisfy you. And you're going to only want to prioritize what feels good to you, what is satisfying to you, what feels stable and secure, what allows you to really be in a state of gratitude and that makes you feel good about your life, about what you're doing, about what you're choosing, about what you're pouring into, about what you're allowing yourself to experience, but also about the things that you're not choosing. You're going to feel good about what you're also not choosing, right? You're not about to overcommit or like do things because you feel bad or do things because you feel forced to, or no. You're also going to feel good about the fact that you're getting to not, you know, you're getting to not choose certain things. And that's also going to feel empowering, especially if you have people pleasing, habits where you feel like you were being pulled left and right and you were forced to do certain things. That is coming to an end. That is coming to an end. You're no longer going to feel, forced to do things that are not in alignment with you either. All right, let's see what else needs to come through. Ooh, okay, so this is a lot of what you've been doing has been behind the scenes. A lot of the work that you've been doing has been behind the scenes. So maybe you haven't felt like you've been receiving recognition. It doesn't have to be like, oh my God, all these like in grand things, but like maybe you've just been doing a lot of behind the scenes work. It's like private achievements, private, successes. Like you've been doing a lot of behind the scenes work. And you know what? The best part of this is that about this that you're nurturing, that you're watering, that you're taking care of, like, or whatever you're pouring into, whatever you're whatever's fulfilling you, it's gonna be something that you're gonna want to keep to yourself. Actually, you're not gonna want to like put this out there as if it's like, oh my god, look, this is what I'm doing and this is who I am and this is what I'm about. You're not gonna want to do that. You actually want to keep this more hidden. You don't really need to be acknowledged for this. You don't need someone to validate you. You don't need someone to like, boost you up or boost your ego, because you've already done the work to get to a place of making sure that you find fulfillment within yourself and within your life, and you make sure that you feel satisfied and content with your decisions, with your choices. And it has nothing to do with getting recognition for it. But I am also hearing that you're going to be validated and recognized in other ways, okay? Again, this could be just abundance flowing in for you, living in ease and luxury, like living stable and grounded and rooted and full of love and having your cup full. Like these are things that, while other people can make the assumption that you are experiencing it, and other people might know and be aware that you are if they're in part of your circle, it's just things that people aren't really going to be able to connect with unless they're in it with you. You know, if that makes sense. Like they're not, people can make the assumption, oh my god, this person's doing that and that person's doing that, but like the real gift is the feeling. It's the emotional fulfillment that you're experiencing. It's the stability. Okay, it's your nervous system, how stable and grounded you feel, how rooted you feel, how, all the good things that are happening, how you're being, mentally and emotionally stimulated, and feeling fulfilled in your own day-to-day and what you're doing and what you're choosing, etc. Another thing that is coming up though is that you have been discredited a lot as well. All the work that you have been doing behind the scenes, people probably misjudged you as well, or have projected their own lack of confidence when it comes to choosing the unknown time and time again onto you, because you have been on a path that is unconventional. And maybe you have, ooh, this is some tea. But maybe people have projected onto you like, oh, they don't know what they're doing. They don't know who they are. Like, they don't know who they are. They don't know what they're about. And maybe even like you've been in a lot of situations, maybe even, as a child, where you felt like you weren't the popular person, or you had a lot of like, people project their insecurities onto you, and you always felt like the person who could never fit in. That's also what this is given. And like, you had to realize that you have your own path, you have your own journey. You were never meant to fit in. And now that you have recognized this within yourself, this is why there is a lot of abundance flowing through, to you, because you were trying to attract abundance by trying to, I'm not saying that you fit in, but like, you weren't allowing yourself to truly see yourself as this person that you are. You're different. Okay. There's something different about you. There's something different about you, and that's what it was, and that's what you had to fully accept. That's what you had to fully acknowledge, right? Let's see, anything else here? Because your success and your abundance is coming in through your authenticity, what's authentic to you. Okay. What's this about? Yeah, and it has felt very, because you weren't allowing yourself to actually live authentically, of course you have felt very much imbalanced. Of course you have felt like you've been constantly fighting with yourself. The person you've been fighting the most with is yourself. That is why a lot of opportunities came through for you that were not in alignment with you, because the vibration that you were putting out there was giving, this is actually not me. So therefore, you were attracting a lot of situations that were not actually in alignment with you, that were not reciprocating you, that were actually not, a reflection of who you truly are authentically. It was just a reflection of who you felt like you had to be in order to survive, in order to fit in order to, you know, do things the right way, but you know that your way is the one that